So here we have a set of x and y values, which start off with an interval of x of 1000. And then in the higher numbers, they have an interval of 2500. But what we want to do is interpolate it so that the x values have an interval of 500. And we want it to go all the way up to 100,000. So we're going to create our new x value column here in column F. And then in column G, we're going to use an index function. And we're going to try and match the x values that do match and just insert them over from column C to column G. So we're going to press F4 there and select the C column. And to get the row number that is matching to 25,000, we need to use the match function. So we're going to look up 25,000 and we're going to select the A column and also press F4 to lock that in. And we want it to be an exact match so that it'll find that. Then lastly, in the index, the column will be 1 because there's only one column. So 25,000 is 1.5, and that is correct. Now if we drag this down, we see that it has the formula is working for other values. 27,000.9, yes, correct. But we have some values which are not applicable. So in order to make those blank instead, we're just going to use an if is number function. So we're going to look up if that formula returns a number. We'll just copy and paste and we'll say if it is a number and that's true, then we'll just paste it again and then we'll say return that number. But if it's false, then just use double apostrophes and we'll return blank. All right, looks like it works. Okay, so now we've matched all the numbers that do have a y value, all the x values that do have a y value. So now we have to interpolate the y values that don't have an x value specified. To do that, we'll use forecast. Forecast the known x, which is 25,500, and your known y are those cells, and then it returns the missing y, 1.35 and 1.05 if we just drag it down. And that will work up until the point where it jumps from an interval of 1000 to an interval of 2,500. And then we'll have to do another formula. So we're using the same forecast function. And the known x is still, the x is still just the same one, but our known y's and known x's are a much larger range now. So we have to select that whole range. You can see that 1.3 looks about right, but when we copy it down, the range has moved, which is why it doesn't work. So we just have to move the range back up. We'll just copy it down and then just move the range back up. Now we can copy the whole thing down. And it looks correct. Just verify that it looks correct. Now lastly, we just want to put the data together in a table so it looks nice. So we'll copy over the F column into the I column. And then for the Y column, just use an if and isNumber function again. So check if G is a number. If it is, then we'll just return that value. And if it's not, then return the H value. And that should give us all the numbers. All the numbers in one nice column. And there we have it.